Oh man, how am I going to squeeze all this into 10 minutes? So the day is finally here. I can't believe it. We had to draw a line in the sand because I want to give this longboard away. And if you follow me on Instagram, you got to look me up, backstage_with_tinker. You know that I'm about to give a longboard away tonight. So we closed our longboard raffle today, and I wanted to make sure that I gave everybody ample opportunity to get in on it, because what we're giving away is this super legit custom one-of-a-kind Wisdom longboard. I mean, this thing is hand-painted by an artist in Texas. It's super rad. And we're supporting two missionaries that are on the Wisdom Skateboards team. Kyle Brush and Dan Gray going to Africa and Peru. And you guys probably already know that if you've seen the video. I'll link it up here so you can see that if you haven't already checked it out. Give some details on what they're doing. First of all, Kyle is getting ready to leave and go to Africa in just a few short weeks. He's going to be here in Florida. Actually, we're going to hang out for a little bit, which is going to be cool before he leaves. I needed to go ahead and get the raffle closed down because, first of all, I want to honor you guys that have purchased tickets. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who bought raffle tickets. And even today, we sold 40 raffle tickets today, which was pretty incredible. So thank you guys so much for buying tickets to support these guys. Again, 100% of the proceeds is going to support these guys. I'll be cutting them a check tomorrow, and they'll be taking that to help them, you know, with their expenses. Going to Africa and Peru is obviously very expensive. So the raffle and what you guys have provided is actually going to help them accomplish their objective. I only wanted to sell 200 tickets. And I know the tickets were a little pricey. They were $5 a piece, but I wanted to give everybody a great opportunity to be able to win the board. So I mean, I could have set it up where they were $1 and sold, you know, 2,000 tickets or whatever. But I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it small so that everybody had a great opportunity to win. And there were a lot of you who bought big allotments of tickets, and you can see here, out of 200, I sold 142. So as of today, we hit 142. All of your names are in here, so there's 142 entries in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually draw one of these at random. I'm not even going to look. I'm going to shuffle them up really good. I'm going to close my eyes. No cheating. I want to get a good one here. Oh, did I drop one? I didn't drop one. Back to closing my eyes. All right, so when I draw the winning ticket, I'm going to give you a call. I sure hope that you're home. And we've been selling tickets now since November. So 142 different entries in here. Shuffling it up really good. All right, I'm picking the winner. Here it is right here. Let's see who it is. All right, so there it is. I don't know if you can see this. Josh Underwood from West Olive, Michigan. Let's give Josh a call. Man, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I never get nervous when I'm doing this. But I've never actually called somebody while I was doing a vlog either. Man, Josh, I hope you're home. All right, I put him on speaker. Come on, Josh, answer, man.
Hello.
Hey, Josh, this is Dave Tinker from Wisdom Skateboards calling.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, good, man. Hey, I just want to let you know I just drew your name for the longboard raffle.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man, right on. Thank you so much for supporting these guys. I know it means the world to them, and I really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, Kyle Brush is my favorite cousin, so I wanted to try to help him out.
Right on, man. That's awesome. So has Kyle told you about his journey to Africa?
No, I talked to him a little bit at my wedding in June about how he was doing the skate church and everything, and that he was going to try to go do some ministry, but I didn't. It talked very long. It was at my wedding, so we only had like 15 minutes to talk to people because I had to run around and do my rounds. But
right on, man. Well, listen, I just wanted to say, I want to personally say thank you for supporting these guys, and we're going to get this longboard shipped out to you this weekend. And just so you're aware, I'm actually recording this right now, so you're going to be a part of the vlog. I'm going to make sure I cover up your phone number and your mailing address and those kinds of things, but you're going to be an active part of my vlog. Is that cool?
cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, right on, dude. Well, Josh, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. We'll get this shipped out to you ASAP.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
All right, dude. God bless. Bye-bye.
All right, yep, you too.
Right on, Josh, dude. I can't believe that you won this, and Kyle is going to be stoked because he knows you, so that's pretty awesome. So again, man, I want to thank everybody for participating. We don't take it lightly, and even if you bought one ticket, it was $5. I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate the fact that you guys were willing to invest in these missionaries, and I know that you're taking a chance and maybe you had an opportunity to win a sweet longboard, and that's cool too. But the fact that you were willing to give up your money to help send these guys on missions trips, help them fulfill the Great Commission, is pretty awesome. So Josh, I got this sweet longboard on your way, buddy. We'll get that thing shipped out to you this weekend, and I am stoked for you to have it. I hope that you'll post some pictures and let us see you riding this bad boy. Hopefully you skate. If you don't, maybe you know somebody who does. Either way, dude, I'm stoked to get this thing shipped out to you. I have another exciting thing to show you guys. Today, I got this in the mail. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know what this is. This is actually a screen for screen printing. I do not know how to screen print. Let me say that in advance. But I put it out there, and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to make some custom tie-dye t-shirts, and we're going to put a custom logo on there. I worked with the team, and we created this really cool logo. It's an owl with the Wisdom logo in the middle of it. And I'm going to hand print these on some handmade tie-dye t-shirts, and we'll put those up to support some other missions project. We'll figure out what that is to support these guys and what they're doing. This came to us from a guy that we connected with on Instagram called Testimony Skateboards, and I'll put his link in here so you guys can look him up. Dude, I really appreciate you connecting with us and the blessing that you gave us in giving us this. I offered to pay for it, and he said, he said he wanted to bless the ministry. He wanted to bless what these guys were doing and wanted to help create some new missions project. So, man, thank you so much. Please go look this guy up. Give him a like, follow him. He's going to be making some sweet skateboards, which is going to be awesome. And I think he's hand making these things, man. So we've been talking about it, and he's going to be doing some really cool stuff and supporting ministry on his own too, which is pretty rad. The last thing I want to share with you guys is something that has really started to surface. It's something that I'm seeing that's kind of disturbing me. I have a personal history with people that I know that have suffered with depression, people that have wrestled with depression. Depression is a big deal, and if you've never dealt with depression yourself, I've never really been I never thought of myself as really dealing with depression. There's probably times in my life where I've gone through things that have made me really sad or really just wrecked me to the point where I don't know how to live or how to react, So it's not something that I can personally really wrap my head around, but I do know people that have wrestled with depression. I do know people who have, wrestled with suicidal thoughts and just being out of it. And here lately, we've started coming in contact, it seems, with a lot of people that are wrestling with depression. And it's interesting, in skateboarding, we're a real community culture. People tend to hang together and do things together and support each other. Not just the Christian community, but the regular skateboarding community, just skateboarding culture in general. Just this past week, one of our team missionaries, Tim Haynes, posted in our prayer chat that we have for our Wisdom team, and he told us that a girl in their youth group had just recently committed suicide. And it had really rocked their youth group and rocked their church. The thing that really speaks to me in the midst of this, first of all, the world lost someone that has a gift and was created for a purpose, and that gift is gone now. That life is gone. It's been snuffed out. And my heart grieves for her family. My heart grieves for her and the mental state that she must have been in to decide to take her own life. My heart grieves for that youth group and her friends and the people that knew her. I can't imagine that kind of hurt. I've never personally known anybody that has done that. I've never experienced that in my own family or my friends. But I have lost family members who died of disease. I can't imagine that pain. Something I want to put out to you guys, especially across this YouTube paradigm that we're creating. While you may feel alone, you're never really alone. Now, you do have an enemy. The Bible calls him your adversary. You hear him called the devil or Satan or whatever. The Bible tells us that he runs around like a roaring lion looking for somebody to devour. And one of his tactics is to isolate people. So if you ever watch like these animal shows like on National Geographic and stuff like that, and you see this lion and he's chasing down like an antelope or a deer or something like that, what do? They isolate the one that they presume to be weak. They isolate the one that they presume to be the easiest to catch. Now, our adversary does the same thing. He stands on the sidelines because the Bible tells us he's roaming around and he's looking for somebody to devour. So he stands on the sidelines and he's constantly watching. He's searching for somebody. Now, that doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you're the smallest one. But don't we all have moments of weakness? I know I do. I know that I constantly have to battle things that, make me weak. Just like in those animal videos, he rushes in and he separates the herd and he goes after the weak one and he gets them isolated, doesn't he? And the same thing happens in our lives. He stands on the sidelines and he comes after us and he scatters people out, and then he gets you isolated. He gets you in a place where you're all by yourself so that he can tell you how worthless you are and how bad you suck and how much you blew it. And I think about this girl, right? She was obviously a part of a church. She was obviously a part of a youth group. She was part of a culture where there is something set up to support her. There's a group, there's a community there to support her. But somehow, he got in there, man, and he isolated her. That bothers me. Please don't allow yourself to get isolated. Don't allow the enemy to swoop in and isolate you and get you separated from the herd. Because that's what he wants to do. He wants to separate you so that he can pick you off, so that he can take you out. There's a guy on our team, Dan Gray, and Dan has been trained in suicide prevention, and he's personally battled with depression. If you watch his testimony or if you know anything about Dan, Dan openly shares the fact that he has wrestled with depression throughout his life. I just saw a skater on Instagram that I follow that posted today about how he has battled with depression. We've got a new team member who's joining us. I'm going to announce him on Sunday this week, who is trained. He is a clinical psychologist. I mean, what a blessing, man, to have a dude like that joining our team. But he is trained in those kinds of things. Now, there's this stigma around getting professional help when you need help. There's this stigma about leaning on friends or talking about being depressed or whatever. Man, screw all that stuff. Please, 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 don't let yourself get isolated. And if you've got the adversary standing on your shoulder or whispering in your ear that you're worthless, you might as well end it. Man, don't listen to that junk. Please get help. And if you're ashamed or whatever, man, don't be ashamed. Please reach out. And, you can call somebody. You can talk to a family member. If you don't have anywhere to go and you don't know what to do and you don't want to put your stuff out there in the open, you don't have to comment on this video, but please connect with me on Instagram. You can DM me, and man, I'll get you connected with somebody who can help you, who can speak life into you, who can give you wisdom and encouragement. You don't have to do it alone. So if there's anybody that's watching this today, while we started out with a lot of hype and it's super rad to be able to give this longboard away, I'm so excited that we were able to do that tonight. This is too important to miss. So if that's you, if I'm speaking to you, if you're dealing with depression and you're having suicidal thoughts and you just don't know what to do, please reach out to me. I want to get you connected with somebody who can help you. And I promise you that I will do that. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much again for investing in our missionaries and our raffle. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. God bless.